Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Nostalgia Trip, where we go for a ride and we ask the age-old question: did the games of our childhood hold up? Will the trip down memory lane be a good one? Or will it be something you'll be visiting anytime soon? I'm your host Guaka, and today we're looking at the one, the only, Doritos Crash Course. Make sure you got your floaties on and your fingers dusty with that Dorito dust, because we are jumping into this free-to-play platformer for the Xbox Live Arcade. Here we go! I think almost everyone who had an Xbox as a kid played this. I mean, it was a free game that also had multiplayer, leaderboards, and, most importantly, it was fun. In fact, just by seeing this game's existence again, you've probably unlocked a hidden childhood memory of you or a friend playing this game. Now for me, Doritos Crash Course was the perfect cooldown game. It was something you could play between your zombie runs of Black Ops or your adventures in the Kingdoms of Amalur. I remember playing this with my Xbox buddies for countless hours. But now that I'm older and maybe a bit wiser, how does this compare to back in the day? Let's find out. Doritos Crash Course is an incredibly simple game. You are in this kind of wipeout / American Ninja Warrior type course, which by the way, they were very popular at the time of this game's release, so everyone ate this up. You need to get from point A to point B in the fastest time possible. There are 15 levels in total and 10 extra for the DLC. Anyways, the basic premise is surprisingly simple and surprisingly fun. You start off with your couple of basic tutorial levels, jumping and diving and all that, and there's a nice difficulty curve and progression system in this simple little game. You know, you've got trampolines, rope swinging and climbing, sprint sections, sliding, hammers, all sorts to watch out for, timed platforms as well, lots of classic platforming elements. The first 5 levels, the good old US of A, keep the motions pretty basic, but as it goes on and you go through Europe and Japan, the difficulty and timing actually ramp up a bit. Japan definitely being the hardest of all 3 levels, with moving wheels and more time platforms and jumps that punish you for being too greedy. You know, even though you can finish all of these levels in like 30 minutes, the replay value of just trying to beat your times and your friends' times, chewing down those extra couple of seconds, it adds some decent replay value. A great touch of this as well is that your Xbox avatar is used as the model for this game. So sometimes, like when you get a new outfit or whatever back in the day, you would go into Doritos Crash Course to show off the outfit to your friends, and that was a huge part of it. Especially playing this multiplayer, it was just so much fun. Unfortunately, these days, well, all of my 360 friends, they've moved on to the real world, so I don't have anyone to play with, and I can't compare that to back in the day, unfortunately. One thing I will say though, it's way shorter than I remember, 30 minutes. I have no idea how I played this for hours on end as a kid, and I definitely couldn't do that now. Playing again just for a small afternoon and basking in the glow of the Xbox Live Japan with Godzilla in the background, the goofy music and animations, it brings back a lot of great memories, and it's still really fun to play. The animations, by the way, I love. This is probably the best part of the game for me. I love watching the different ways your avatar would fall into the water, like pulling out an umbrella or straight up going for a head dive. There's a great variety of these, especially when you fall from a huge height, and you gotta see them for yourself, I guess. There's no crazy story, there's no breathtaking music that blows me away when I'm older, nothing of the sort. This game, it does its job. It's fun, free to play, no strings attached. $2 DLC for 10 more levels, it's got multiplayer, leaderboards, your custom avatar that links with the Xbox store. Honestly, it's pretty damn great. Doritos Crash Course. What else is there to say? Fun, fast, and free. If anyone wants to hit me up on the 360, by the way, please do. I still have a couple of achievements I need to get. Oh, and Wing Drake, if you're out there and you're watching this, hit me up. It's been years, and I'd love to play Doritos Crash Course with you again. With all that said and done, I'm happy to say that Doritos Crash Course lives up to the memory of being fun. Now, if any of you would love to experience Doritos Crash Course, unfortunately, the clock is already ticking. On July 29th of 2024, the Xbox 360 store will shut down, making this game be lost forever. If you've still got a 360, please give this a download. It's free and great fun for an afternoon. Hell, 360s are cheap and have heaps of great games. Grab one for 80 to 100 bucks. Fable 2, Lost Odyssey, and grab Halo 3 and Reach and have a blast with a friend. And while you're at it, why don't you download this game and give it a shot too? Well, that's it for today, my friends. I hope you all enjoyed this little trip down memory lane. If you want to ride shotgun with me again, hit subscribe and tell me where you should drive to next. I've been your host Guaka, and before I go, I gotta remind you to keep shredding. See ya!